Hey, Anna here. So today I wanted to do a spoken word piece that I wrote that is dedicated to Baubo, the Greek goddess of the belly and sexuality and laughter. And as the myth goes, Demeter was searching for her daughter Persephone, who had been taken into the underworld by Hades, who was enamored with Persephone's beauty. And she was just distraught. She'd been looking for her daughter for years and sunk into this deep depression at the loss of her daughter, Persephone, and encountered Baubo. And Baubo is said to have her head in her tummy. So her tummy is her head, and she speaks from the belly. And Baubo is said to have lifted Demeter's depression through laughter, the medicine that is laughter. She told some really raunchy jokes and just got Demeter laughing and this energy flowing through her again, this life force that hadn't been flowing through her in a long time. And so I found laughter to be such medicine for me on my healing journey, and wrote this poem to just dedicate it to her and to Baubo. So I also want to address that the first video I posted on this channel called Eroticizing Female Body Hair got a lot of attention from individuals who maybe were just there because they liked to look at my body hair. And I wanted to be clear that that is not the viewership that I am aiming for. And I am someone who's fiercely committed to my healing and fiercely committed to the healing of this planet. And I'm looking to connect with other individuals of any race, of any gender identity, of any sexuality, of any ability, of any mental capacity, who are also fiercely committed to their healing and to the betterment of this planet. So I wanted to be clear about that. And of course, my body hair is cool. You can admire it. I admire it. That's awesome. Support it. But I want to be clear that if you're just here to look at my hair, this channel is not for you, and so feel free to unsubscribe. And I wanted to share this spoken word piece because spoken word is something that I love doing. I love creating, and this kind of shows, I think, a bit more about who I am and what I feel. So here we go to Baubo, the belly goddess. Baubo, the belly goddess, says to laugh. She tells me sexuality's a craft, an ancient art of our ancestors, bodily wisdom without words. I know a woman, sickened by her own pleasure, cutting and scraping and biting her arms to feel something, to find some sign of life in her scars. This silly putty power in blood dripped from her cuts, a teaspoon of water for survival of that woman and all women out of touch with our guts. We've been made to believe that the strength of our scream in the place where we bleed is a sticker of shame, a source to be feared, of wildness tamed. Baubo, the belly goddess, says to breathe. Relax the tummy, no need to squeeze. Embrace the big, celebrate the scream. I know a woman, battered and bruised. She's angry, she's hangry for a life without shame, done with the drugs that turn her wildness tame, purging the mantra that ticks and clicks in the grooves of her brain, whispering, growling that she's insane. Shame. The felt sensation we move through with grace, stamping and singing until the emotion is heard and therefore returns to its resting space. We know this masculine paradigm has outrun its course. Now we say thank you and surrender to the spherical matriarchal force. Baubo, the belly goddess, says to sing. She tells me, ooh, let it ring. Our voice is a vehicle to make change. Explore that range. Singing is like catching stars as they fall from the sky. Note by note, their light I ride. Let the serpent energy within me rise, and with this courage we will provide a life where pleasure is honored, where the crazy lives in harmony with the sane, the binary whisked until there's no need to explain why the mind moves to the beat of the body's gentle refrain. I am the woman, afraid of the power of my scream, the warm, wet, hairy hole just north of my knees, those knobbly knees that buckle and sway in the sensual way in the pungent evening forest breeze. I'm learning, we're learning, how our orgasms restore life to this earth. Each burst of release brings our minds, our bodies, the planet 1 inch closer to peace. Baubo, the belly goddess says to rest. Close your eyes, steady your breath. As siblings on the path of justice, 2 step up when 1 rests now. As siblings on the path of justice, we know finding our breath is what the movement's about. Thank you all for watching.